All right, the Farm Road in beautiful Mansfield, uh, Coda, the 100-year-old lady. We've got another number
Yes.
for Edward. Do you want me to call that or keep trying her?
Yeah, sure.
Here he is.
Maybe he'll answer.
All right, Ed is the man. Here we go. Stand by. Smart old man.
Hello?
Hi, Coda.
Yes.
Coda,
Yes.
my name is Danny. I'm interested in renting some space from you here in beautiful Mansfield. I
What
see.
were you wanting? What kind of business were you wanting to put in?
This is, well, I'm in the laundry business, Coda. I've been doing laundromats in New Mexico, Arizona, Texas for over 20 years. I'm not a broker or a salesman. I don't look to flip my stores, but if the rent makes sense, I'd like to put some new equipment in there and advertise and do all the things that it takes to run it properly. I assume that, I don't know. I want to assume anything. Did you guys ever run the store or just rent it?
Oh no, we had the business. We bought it in 2000, and then we sold. We bought the building and the business in 2000, and then we sold just the business in 2010. And we had the other one at the other end of town. Before that, we had bought it in '91, I think,
You
and
are
we did.
large and in charge doing all the things. Look at you.
Well, we were then. We sold it in 2014, and we also had storage buildings behind it. So
Nice.
we had built buildings. So yeah, we ran it, but we haven't that particular one we haven't run since 2010, and the other one we sold in 2014. But we sold the property and the
Well, you know what
so
happens. These you guys knew what you were doing. You ran it properly. Then you sell it, and you've got somebody that thinks that they're going to pick up gold out of the streets. They think that that's what the business is all about. And you and I both know that's not the case.
right, right. Yeah, we had some of those that thought it would be fun to own a laundromat.
Oh,
So
great fun. Just picking up money, doing nothing else. Now,
right.
I'm going to be frank, and I'll never be anything but frank and upfront with you. I'm interested in this space because the infrastructure's there. The gas, water, and electric is all in place, and that's my only interest. If the rent is commensurate and makes sense, you and I both know I'll be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on washers and dryers here. You know that.
Right. Yeah, well, we have it either for lease or for sale. The
Yeah.
lease is 45 a month with the triple net lease, and then we have it for sale for 550,000. So
Well,
we're just,
I appreciate that, and I'm not currently in the market to purchase any real estate, and I don't want to make that sound obvious, but considering the market, I'm not looking to purchase real estate. But I'd be happy to lease it, and it's going to be a long-term lease. And once I retool it, you'll probably have a much easier time selling it, frankly, to someone. Look, right now you're looking for someone that either wants a laundromat and a building, right? That's your market. Or someone that
Mhm.
wants to remove the laundromat and end up with a spacious building, or an investor. And an investor only wants a building. They don't care if it's a national chain or a nail salon or a laundromat. They just want a long-term lease. So
But what are
imagine,
you talking? Say a
oh,
long-term lease. How long are you
well,
talking?
you and I both know it's going to take 8 years, 7 to 8 years to pay off the equipment. So I'm looking for a 15-year term because in my stores, I want to make sure that I retool it at least once.
Mhm. Well, I'll be dead in 15 years, because I'm
Oh,
old. So,
no.
I don't,
No,
yeah,
you
yeah. So
won't.
I don't think but actually, we have some people that are trying to buy it right now, and they're trying to get the money together. I'm not
Hmm.
sure if they will, but I just talked to him yesterday again, and they're
Sure.
working with the bank.
Well,
So
we've
we're
got
kind
two
of,
things, two dangling participles now. First, what's the square footage? How big is the building?
well, the building's 2,600 square feet. The lot's 19,000 plus square
Okay.
feet.
Well,
And
if I'm looking to, I'm only looking to lease. Uh, your rent is a bit high for a laundromat. And can I ask these other folks that are looking to buy the building? They're actually looking to run a laundry eventually.
no, no, they're not. They're
They
going
just
to change the use.
they want the okay,
They're it's something else. So,
okay,
but hey, let me find out. I can't talk right now. We've got some people here, and
okay.
we'll think about it, and I'll let
Well,
you
there's
know.
nothing to think
And
about.
I've
I'm
got
not selling anything. If those buyers fall through, then call me. That's my cell phone number you're looking at.
okay,
Thanks.
okay. Thank you.
It's funny to me, Brent, the way people act like, oh, folks in Texas are just slow and ignorant and they just, they got that southern drawl. But she doesn't have folks there. She doesn't. Why would you answer the phone if you didn't have the time or opportunity to talk about something, right? Now,
Yep.
you really want to believe people when they got that, oh, I'll be dead in 20 years. How is that my problem, Grandma? How is it my problem that she can't do a 15-year lease because of her lifespan? That's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard in business in my life. You don't have children? I was about to ask that before I'm not trying to push people or make them mad, but you can't run your life thinking, well, I'm not going to lease this more than 2 years for a laundromat operator. How stupid is that, right? There's no equipment in here. It's been gutted.
No.
I'm not going to lease this long term. I certainly left all of the infrastructure in there. Look, these guys built this place. They're asking twice what the rent should be. And if I want to lease it, great, but I can have it for a couple of years. So she's dismissed me. Adorable and old as she may be, she's a savvy gal, right? She knows what she's doing. But here's what we do. You keep a close physical eye on this place. When, not if, but when it isn't, well, they're trying to get their money together, right?
Well,
Who goes and looks at something worth $500,000 and then says, well, let us get our money together and we'll buy it? No, you've got financing in
I
place,
mean,
you've got liquid cash, and they've got some other cockamamie business that they want to run, right? So she is, I do believe that because I always believe people, it's not a sales tactic. I believe that she thinks that they're going to buy it. Well, we've been talking to these people. Why'd she talk to me for 10 minutes about it then?
uh,
They ran 2 stores in
yeah,
town.
yeah, I have not been to other ones because they were all when I drove by them, they all look newer. There's 3 stores in that town, and the other 2 look newer. So more freshly redone, but I can go look at them.
Okay, the next gentleman on our list here, I spoke to this dude, I sent him an email, and he told us he was going to talk to the landlord and look into the current lease, find out what the rent rolls were all about, and get back to us. Has he gotten back to us? No,
Never got back to us on that one.
no.
Then all of a sudden we got the random email.
About buying a building that has a laundromat in it. Do we know what that address is?
No, I actually cut and pasted what exactly what he said.
Okay.
No.
All right, let's dial him up and see what he has to say. And that was only a few days ago that he sent that email. Here we go. Stand by.
Yeah, almost a week.
Yeah. All the laundries are just falling in your lap. Stand by. Now's where you subscribe. Don't miss this kind of action. Look at this. Pretty hot. Come on, ass face.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Not hang up or press 1 for more options.
Email. This is Danny D'Angelo. Yes, a space with a laundry versus the other space. Pick up your phone. It's too late for that. Call me back. My cell phone's on your caller ID, also in my email. Thanks. Brent, the very instant I hear back from him, I will send you a text. Keep an eye on the other spot. If nothing happens there, if it's status quo, we're going to call the old broad back in 3 months. And I'm not going to be the guy that says, I told you so, you never sold it. But let's face it, I might. All right,
I'm
dude.
just glad somebody answered. It's been a while since we had an answer.
You know what?
or
I don't differentiate because I leave so many messages all day. I forget sometimes, and I'll have a client say like, "Oh my God, we haven't talked to anybody in 2 months," and it's like, well, sometimes 2 people answer, sometimes nobody. But yeah,
I think it's been like 4 or 5 months for us.
What do you? How do you think I
It's been a
feel?
long time.
I want to fucking talk to someone, man. I want to do the work.
Yeah.
And there's
You can
also
say
another
you
side
make
to
somebody
it.
call that don't answer.
Yeah, there's also another side to it where some of the clients will give me wrong numbers and we call them for 8 months and then they say, "Oh, I found a new number." And I'm just supposed to say, "Oh, okay, no problem." We call the other number and it works and it's the right person. So the whole time, the other number was some girl that got a phone for Christmas and she's 11 and I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, man. You're
Don't
doing
answer
well.
strangers' phone calls.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks, sir.
Keep your chin
Have a
down
good
and your head up, or one of those things.
one of them.
Bye.
Thanks, sir.
Ciao. Good guy. All right, on to you louts for some questions and things and stuff. Let's get this party started, says Mac. Mac, do you have a job? What do you do all day, every day? You're always on here. David says, finally glad to get a chance to see you live. Well, thank you, David. I've taken your course and have learned so much. I scouted many stores in the Kansas City area. Now, if I could afford it for you to negotiate, I would. Well, let's talk about that, David. Answer for me. How old are you? What do you do for a living? Those two things are mutually exclusive, right? If you're 18 and you work at a bank, you're probably doing well. If you're 48, we don't know you, buddy. Okay, 45. Forget about affording me. I am not here on this channel or the internet or my website to try to take your money. My original impetus for this whole mess was my utter hatred for the industry, the way that they crossed me out, the way that they tried to crush me and take my money and do nothing for me, and they still do, if you're dumb enough to allow it. Now I have a new impetus, and they sort of both intersect, and that is the... I didn't even know I had that button. What the hell? Someone's calling in.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone,
We should see if anybody's paying any attention whatsoever. You guys listening to me? That was an incoming call from a landlord, so I had to put you all on hold. Sorry. Landlords do call back. Their agents do call us back. It does happen. David is the one that we're getting rolling here, and David is 45 years old. He's stuck at a media job. He's been doing that for 8 years and just over broke. David, you want to have some fun? You've seen the course. Dial me. Oh, I have to fix my phone again. None of you louts or knuckleheads. No one that's... You could go to the website and find my toll-free number. It goes into my office, not to me, but I have just forwarded it to my phone. So only you, David Hughes, dial that toll-free number that you see in the chat, and you and I will have a little bit of fun. David.
Danny.
Are you the David Hughes?
I am the David Hughes.
Oh, good. Hold on. Let me fix my phone here. See if the Bluetooth connected. How are you, Dave? Hello? Say words,
Yep.
Dave.
I'm saying words. Yeah, so I've taken your course. I've learned a lot. I've been watching your YouTube videos. I've been in this media job, the industry for 8 years, going on 8.5, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I found your YouTube channel, and
I hear a lot of that stuff, right?
yeah.
What I would like to know, at 45 years old, what's your scenario? You married? You got kids?
Yes, I'm married. I've been married for almost 5 years, and I've got a 2-year-old, and living out in the country, actually, in the middle of Missouri.
Nice. Well, that I wasn't asking, but that's beautiful. So you got the good, the
Yeah,
bad, and the
no,
ugly,
yeah.
and you have to pay the bills, and you
Pretty
have
much.
to, right? And I assume your parents were like my parents, and they had jobs, and they never talked to you about money, and they didn't tell you how to put money away or how you should invest money, even better. Stop me if you've heard me, but
Correct.
the poor spend money. Middle class save it.
Right.
The rich invest it. And there's caveats to all three. The poor spend money they don't have. And on the other side, the rich invest money they don't have. The real knuckleheads are the ones in the middle. The middle class, they're the ones that save money they shouldn't save. Because a penny saved is a penny. So I know people that have hundreds of thousands of dollars saved and they don't live a life. They have dreams, but what they're going to do is probably croak, leave the money to their grandkids or kids, and they're going to go blow it on something idiotic. That's the greatest generation. Anyway, you're getting me all excited. I feel for you. Dave, if you said you were 18, unmarried, hadn't met the right woman, and you're looking to get into a laundry, I'd probably say, well, this isn't for you. Don't be ridiculous. I think you know.
Right.
I mean, am I a guru? Is that what I do? Please help me, Dave. No.
Yes.
It is not. It is not what I do.
No.
It is not what I do. You could call me a charlatan, a fake, a liar, a snake oil salesman. Those that actually know me know that I don't do this for that. I did it originally because I couldn't believe how everyone in the laundry industry was bullshitting. They bullshitted me.
Yeah.
They took. And I'm not upset. I'm not trying to get anybody back, but I want to take the rest of the universe without spending money, without having fake clickbait videos, and that's the difficulty, right? Because
Yeah.
there's other laundromat
Right.
influencers, fake guru, right? There's other people out there that are saying, "Oh, I'll
Yeah.
spend $20,000 a month on Instagram ads just to make $30,000." Okay, great.
Yeah.
And people eventually figure out that
Right.
none of that's real. So, Dave, the real question that I have for you, if not laundromats, what is plan B? How are you going to end up in a substantial wealth category, if not this?
Well, I have started an eBay business where I have been reselling for the last 7 months, kind of like a side gig, and it does all right. It doesn't pay the bills or anything. I'm still trying to work on it, and so
Doesn't sound like a plan.
but
Let me repeat the question. If
It's
not
not.
laundromats, what is your plan for substantial wealth? It doesn't sound like you have one. So turn the frown upside down. You have the laundromat thing, don't you?
Right.
It's real.
right, yeah, yes, very real.
You just have to do it. Have you scouted stores? Did you walk around and look?
Me and my wife have been scouting stores for like the last 4 weeks. I found
Badass. You know, that means a lot to me personally
Golly.
because you and your wife are out driving around looking at laundromats. You didn't give some other asshole $10,000, never speak to them, never have. You know, you could email me anytime. Have you emailed me?
I will actually have emailed you. I've emailed you a few weeks ago.
Okay.
I don't know if I sent it to the right email. I'm guessing I sent it to the right email. I'm pretty sure I did.
If you emailed me, I write you back
So,
usually within, every time within the same day. Every time. So that's me. Check your server.
Yeah.
Uh,
I might need
what did
to.
you What did you email me?
Actually, it's been a couple of weeks. Let me look here. I can pull
Well,
it
you
up.
don't remember. It must not have been important.
It was important. I've got so much.
I know you're all
let's
flustered
see
because
here.
you're on the stupid YouTubeinator. No big deal. There's like 27
Well,
people on
yeah.
there. Nobody cares.
No worries.
Send the
I know,
email,
right?
Danny@freelaundromat.com. Anybody can send me emails. And I answer all
Yeah,
of them.
it was back on the 21st of July. It says, I just bought your course and have learned so much. I've been scouting consistently and found a good location. The machines are outdated, at least back to the 80s. I've looked
Ooh.
everywhere for a sign of the property owner and found a for lease sign across the street. And actually, I don't know if they own the building or not.
Across the
I couldn't
street.
find anything else online.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, so there's a leasing. There's a for lease sign. It's across the street. They're all the same type of building, so I would guess that they might own all the property, but apparently they don't. I guess I don't know. There was a number on there.
I still don't hear
Yeah.
a question. So what's the question?
So would calling the leasing company be the next move, or try to find out more information?
We don't need to find out more information. Is the laundromat a piece of shit?
It is very much so.
Okay. So there's no digging for more information. There's no finding out whether or not Mr. and Mrs. McGillicuddy own the building or who owns the laundromat or how they all two shall meet. It's a matter of calling the people in charge of the lease. Now, if you are not confident and comfortable that you're going to have a good conversation and get it done without lying, and that's the difficulty, right? What I mean by lying, well,
Right.
I've never done this before. I'm new to this. Would you give me an opportunity? What do you say? Let's play the game. Why not? Here we go. Dave,
Right.
you are
Right.
you and I am the landlord. What do you want to call the landlord? What's the landlord's name? Make up a name, Dave.
Mr. McDonald.
Okay. How about Danny? The landlord's name is Danny, and you
How
are,
about Danny? Okay, that works.
and you are you. You found the number right next to the laundromat. in an old pizza shop that's closed down, and it's got my number. So do you want me to be nice or do you want me to be mean? I'm giving
can
you a
be mean.
choice. Everybody says that. I'll be nice. Okay, here we go. Ring, ring. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hello. My name is David Hughes, and I am looking for some space to lease.
I don't have any space.
Well, there is currently a laundromat in your
Let
shopping
me
center
stop
that I
you,
was looking
Dave.
into.
To be honest, I probably would have hung
Okay.
up when you said, I'm David Hughes.
Gotcha.
If you, it's okay. Right now, your heart's pounding out of your chest, right? But it's only me.
Right.
This is just a game. This isn't the actual
Yeah, I
space
know.
that you and your wife put on your Sunday best and drove to and looked at and got excited. Because let me ask you this. Prior to actually going out, when you watched the course, did you think there would be such horrific laundromats everywhere?
Actually, I was actually hoping for it. I was actually hoping for some horrific.
I know, but I'm not
laundromats,
talking
'cause
about hope.
That's just
I'm talking about the nature of human beings. Did you really think you would find such horrible stores? Because you don't go to laundromats on Sundays, do you?
no, not at first. No, I wouldn't think there would be not at first. Honestly, not at first. No.
Middle class guy, middle class family, right? So you go out and you say, holy God, this
Yeah.
isn't just some bullshit. All these places haven't been flipped, no matter where. Maybe someday I'll get huge and I'll have millions of followers and YouTube will pay my bills. Yeah, okay. My bills are paid.
Right.
I'm not looking for that. I'm looking to make sure Dave understands. That's why I wanted you to call in toll free. Are you confident and comfortable to call these landlords? There was no zig or zag. We didn't even get into it yet. Hello, this is David. I don't have a script. I'm not trying to beat you up either, dude. But if I called you and said, hello, this is Johnny Knoxville, you probably would hang up. You're like, oh, fuck, nobody wants to be sold anything. I don't want to be sold something.
Right. No. Yeah.
People are afraid to answer the phone when it's a blocked line or a number they don't recognize. My God, everybody's a scam artist. So if you go back and now watch even one of my calls, there's one on this very video, a real live call. I'm able to get people talking because of the nature of the fluidity of the conversation, right? They say, hello? Well, I'm already mad because they're supposed to be a real estate agent. Instead of saying, hey, this is Donnie, how can I help you? That'd be nice, right? He's supposed to be a licensed realtor. She said, hello?
Right.
And I'm pissed. But I tamp it down because I work for you. And I say, hey, Donnie, you see, that's the thing. I'm giving away the secrets. Hey, Donnie, yeah? Okay, now I know I got the right guy. Donnie, I'm Danny. I'm looking to rent some space. I give them the address.
Right.
And I know, dude, I'm not going to continue this with you. I'm not going to proliferate this, trying to drag out of what you can and can't do and shouldn't do. Nor am I saying you're not capable, but get yourself ready for the real work. Get yourself ready for the real work.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to. I want to get in there and I want to get it going. And, you know, I'm the type of person who jumps in with both feet most of the time. And, you know, if I see an opportunity, you know, I try every which way I can to
Dave,
try to make it happen.
Look, there's two things. It breaks my heart to hear you say, well, I can't afford you, Danny. Okay. I can't speak to that. I'm not here to say that you and everybody else should pay me to negotiate. But I think you probably understand that I don't charge enough for what I do. I think you probably get that.
Right.
You probably know, wow, that's not a lot of money. And it's not. But if you hire me
it's really not.
and you pay me and you don't do shit, then it's a waste. So again, I can't speak. And look, I want to say the next tier is getting my phone number, just talking to me. You're thinking about the big number, having me negotiate on your behalf. Maybe do the other thing. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not here to tell you, you have to do it. It's your only hope. But guess what? When your head hits the pillow tonight, your wife and you are bonding, you're getting out, you're getting excited about owning a business.
Yeah.
And that's great. Hope is a dangerous thing, said the Nazis, right? You're out there hoping to own a business. You can do it. You can do it on your own. I don't ever recommend anybody do it on their own. I just don't. I really don't.
Yeah.
I've got people that can afford to pay me 10 times over, and they don't because they think they're so good at it. And 6 months later, they call me, they hire me. It's happened many times. Oh, can you pick up the pieces and call this landlord and fix what I did? Great. My dad was a plumber. You get a cold call. Hey, how much to install a toilet? $300. Well, we started to do the work. That'll be $550. You know what the fuck you did? Chainsaw and all.
Right.
My advice to you, send me emails, ask questions. I want to thank you for grabbing up the course. What was the biggest thing that you learned in the course that you had no knowledge of? The biggest thing?
Well, one thing was the triple nets. I've never heard of that, never knew that, you know, when you're negotiating a lease, the triple nets and so forth. You know, and then not paying for washers or not paying for dryers, you know.
Other people's money.
Especially not paying for a laundromat. Right.
Well,
especially not paying for a laundromat, you know.
Too many people, especially now, are running around drinking the Kool-Aid, saying send as many letters as you can to as many landlords, do whatever it takes to buy a laundromat. My goodness, what a joke. What a great time to be a broker, because they make the commission no matter what. We'll probably see a short video. I talked to a client today. He said, Danny, can I take a minute? I want to give you some accolades. Of course. He says, my wife and two of her friends are trying to start like a bouncy house business, and I'm in the background listening to these people talk. The broker is trying to lease them the place, and he wants a $10,000 lease deposit, and I'm screaming at them, you don't have to do that. He's talking about what he's learned from me. Come to find out, the 10 grand is just the broker's fee. So that's why he won't budge. So they need to go direct to the landlord. So here I am, the ripples are being sent out, and I'm helping people to realize $10,000, they just assume, well, that's what it costs. When you move into your first apartment, they say it's a $500 deposit, first and last month's lease, and you save up and you get the money and you pay it. You don't realize, like you do now, you can say, well, I'm not going to do first and last. Well, why is that? Because I saw a banner across the street that says, no first and last, no down, zero move-in. Why can't you do that? They can and they will. I'll sign a 2-year lease. I'll stay here forever. I won't shit in the tub. Mac, congratulations for being, no, not you. This is the guy in the comments.
I don't.
Mr. Hughes, look, I can't speak to your predicament situation, but anything can be done. Scaling Mount Everest, probably not. I don't know why you would want to lose fingers and toes.
Not that.
And maybe die.
No.
But providing for your family in such a way. Dude, you've got your wife to help you. You've got her as a rock. Maybe you go out and get a more horrible job that pays you more money. Whatever it is that you have to do. But at 45, it's middle age. I hate to tell you. You going to live to be 90? Maybe. I hope so, because that's middle age. 50 is not. Trust me, I know. What a horrible way to end this motivational spiel. I'm here to help you no matter what. It doesn't begin and end with the silly course. This is your plan. You have a plan, so live in that hope. Thanks for calling in, bud.
I appreciate it, Danny.
Appreciate you. Ciao, ciao. We got shit to do. Efren says, ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasó? Joe Dan Reed says, I don't talk to laundromat owners unless I need to find out who The landlord is, right. And most of the time when they're on their last leg, they'll tell you. Another guy is speaking Spanish, Laundromatos. Mac, get yourself ready for some work, he says. Mac is retired. Now we know. Got it. I've got marching orders for you kids. I want you to think about, I have to change my phone back. I want you to seriously think about that lottery ticket, that rich grandma you never knew you had, or whatever other bullshit story that you think is going to end you up in a substantial wealth situation scenario. Are you doing it? Are you literally killing yourself to get to that spot? If it doesn't matter to you, it doesn't matter. If your children never wanting for anything, and that's the worst position to be in, trust me, spoiled, rotten little shits. If that's your goal, make it happen. You're listening to a guy that did it. Not doing it, but did it. So my marching orders to you, figure out the plan. And I talk to people, I consult with people that say, oh, real estate. Real estate. How much real estate do you own? None. Substantial wealth in real estate. No offense. The only plan is buy it, sit on it, get extremely lucky when it triples in value over the next 20 years and sell it. That's great. There's what, 38,000 courses being sold in the US? I looked it up. About what? I assume the preponderance of them are about real estate. Stand on the courthouse steps, whatever. Even though you know it's too good to be true, you still buy the book. You drink the Kool-Aid. You do the thing. I've got real people. Joe Dan Reed is one of them that is doing this again and again. I don't want 534 people on here, 50,000 people on here. I want 35 people that are serious about doing this. Commenting, talking, discussing how they're going to pull themselves out of the doldrums, pull themselves up by the bootstraps. That's what means something to me. That's where my heart is. Those are your marching orders. What's your plan? Tell me your plan in the comments, not here, but in the video comments. As soon as I burn this thread down, you're going to go over there and comment. There's 90 of you in here. Let me hear 90 comments. What's your plan? I could be dramatic because I got this thing now. Ciao.